This is Bobby with BC Designs, and this is my card I'm going to share with you guys today. Super cute, super simple, right? Okay, so I'm going to be using the Heart and Home doilies, and I'm going to use the basic gray one. So let me just grab one out of there. And then for the sentiment, I wanted something super small that I could do across the watering can. So I decided to use this one from the Flowering Ring Boots. This is, again, the one I'm using for my monthly card club. So I had that one out and saw that one and thought, I'm just going to use it. I'm going to use the Honey Blooms dies. And of course, you could use any sentiment that comes with this bundle, the stamp set, as well for those dies. And then for my DSP, I'm using the 12 by 12 Heart and Home paper. I absolutely love this paper. On one side, it's got some very pretty designs, and then on the other side, it's white, and then the basic gray, like ink, like wood grain. I love this DSP. Okay, so I'm going to use Misty Moonlight ink. And then my card base is Misty Moonlight, and it's 4 1/4 by 11, and I scored it right in the middle at 5 1/2. And then I just cut a piece of this DSP 4 by 5 1/4, and we'll adhere that right down. And then I have another strip, it's just the back side of that, and it is cut 1 1/2 inches by 4, and we'll put that in the middle. We're gonna put the little doily right there, but before we do that, let's go ahead and stamp our watering can. I am using that image too from this bundle, so let me grab this. And then, you know what, I can't remember if I used basic gray or smoky slate on this. I made this such a while ago. I guess we'll find out if it turns out to be too dark, right? And you know what, I don't think it was, I think it was smoky slate, you guys. This is, I can already tell you this is too dark. Yeah, this is too dark. Let's see what we think that looks like. It's not bad. I don't know if I kind of like that better now with the Misty Moonlight. Let's try the smoky slate. I am just gonna see, because I can't remember now. It was so long ago. I designed this card like a long time ago. It is basic gray, so I think let's just go ahead and use this one this time. I know this one is the smoky slate. I know it is. But we'll just go ahead and use the basic gray. I already stamped it. We'll just see what it looks like. We'll see if we think that we like it. I'm going to go ahead and stamp the sentiment while I have my little mat here. And I'm using the Misty Moonlight for that. And I'm just going to stamp it right in the center. And then I'm just going to kind of slightly angle each side. You guys know how I'm like really into doing that here lately. It's like I can't stop. So this was about a 1/2 inch by 4, I believe. And then I just take my snips and cut that way, and then turn it and cut that way. And that way it gives you a little bit of a design element instead of just having the straight piece of cardstock. Let's die cut out our watering can. Let me grab my dies. I think I kind of forgot for a minute what card I was doing. Okay. Line this up like that. Hopefully that didn't move too much. I think it moved a little bit. I am going to change this just a smidge. It did move a little bit more than what I liked, but it will be okay. I'm not going to kind of cut that off right there, but it's good. We will make it work. Okay. I'm going to get that off of there. I'm just going to move this back over here. Now, what I did with the card, I used the sprig punch for the basic white. For this one, I think I'm going to try these and see how I think I like those. I think I'm going to cut those out of my basic white cardstock. And then we'll cut these little elements out. The big one comes out with the this die here with the Misty Moonlight. So let's go ahead and hopefully this is big enough. And I'm just gonna trim that down. So we only need one of this one. And let me grab my basic white. I think I can fit both of them on there. We'll give it a try. Okay, my paper's a little bit too big, so I'm just gonna go ahead and cut one at a time out. And I'm gonna share with you guys. I'll show you here in just a second when I get these die cut out. I originally started with a different punch altogether too. It wasn't even the sprig punch that I just showed you, but I felt I used, no, I can't even find it, and I just brought it over here so I could show it to you guys. What did I do with it? Maybe I didn't. Maybe I just brought the catalog. So anyway, it's the bow or the bow punch right here. So it's this one on page 26, and it coordinates, I believe it coordinates. I think there is a stamp set that it coordinates with, but now it's not saying that, so I'm not sure. I don't think it's a standalone, but it could be. I can't remember now, you guys. Let's see on page 26. Let's turn to page 26 and see if we can see. Yes, that's what I thought. It coordinates with, oh, I just flipped the page. I have too much stuff in front of me. I'm trying not to knock off. Right here. Okay. So it's page 26, and that is the stamp set that it coordinates. I love the stamp set, you guys, but like I already shared with you before, you can't have everything, right? You have to pick and choose. So I thought I would use the punch, and so I just got the punch and not the stamp set. And the flowers I just felt were just a little bit too big for this card. So I ended up not using it, but that is where these little flowers come from. And I'll show you here in just a minute when I must have left the punch over there. I grabbed the catalog and walked away and left the punch behind me. So I'll have to go back over there and get that anyway. Okay, let's cut this one out. Okay. Those out. In between doing my videos, I'm watching House Hunters. I don't know if you guys like that show, but I absolutely love that show. I watch it all the time. Let me grab that punch really quick. And HGTV moved the time and everything from when it is on, and I can hardly ever find it anymore. So when I find it, I make sure I watch it. So this is the one I use the white, the basic white on. And then this one is the one I'm going to pop out these little Misty Moonlight ones. And you can just put it in there just like that and pop those out. Slide it down and pop it out. And you're not wasting any of your cardstock. So that is that punch, if you guys want to know and if you like that. So let's go ahead and start putting the pieces together. So let's go ahead and put some, you guys, my fingers, I think my fingers are looking much better. I hardly have to use any lotion. And now I am kind of wondering if it wasn't my manicure because I took those off the week that we had that really bad snowstorm, which will be almost 2 weeks ago. I'm going to put this down just a little bit lower. And I kind of noticed, like, I don't know if it was something like my natural nail underneath there just couldn't breathe and it was getting irritated. But like I've shared with you guys before, I normally will wear them and then I'll go a spell without, I'll take them off, let my fingers like breathe and have a rest from it. And I had not done that. I had probably gotten my nails done for 3 or 4 years straight without giving a rest in between. So I'm going to give them a rest. And probably if I do get my nails done again, it won't be until probably summertime, because I really want to see. I know this only happens in the winter anytime, or anyway, so I'm just kind of anxious to see if that was the culprit. Okay, so I'm just going to put some adhesive on the back, and I'm just kind of focusing on the top because that's where I'm going to be placing my flowers. So I'm going to put this one right in the center, and then I'm going to put one kind of like in the front. So I'm going to kind of stick it there. And then this one is going to go to the back. So let me just kind of flip it over and make sure it's kind of how I want it to be. And then this one we're going to kind of put there like that. And this one, and I'm just feeding them through, you guys, through that little opening right there. Oops, and see, I'm just, right now I'm trying to put them where I want them. And then once I have them where I want them, my finger was stuck back there. Once I have them where I know I'm going to put them and adhere them down, I'm trying to think. Hold on. This one has got to be in the front like that. Let's kind of stick that down. I'm trying to put these guys on the, I kind of want them on the outside edge like that. So let me kind of hold that one in place. And let me see. Okay, that one is right there. So now that I have those where I want them, I'm going to put a dimensional to hold those guys in place, so that way they won't move. And then I can get this one placed where I want it. And I'm kind of wanting it off to this side, I think. I just want to see what it's gonna, I kind of like that. Let me see. Okay. And then I'll lay that piece down, and then I'm gonna put a dimensional right there to hold that in place. And then just pop a couple down here towards the bottom. Okay. But yeah, they're not popping open like they were, and they're not bleeding like they were. I'm still using hand lotion, but I don't find myself putting it on as often as what I was. Okay, and then we'll put dimensionals on the back of this guy. Like that. And then we're just going to put this right towards the bottom, kind of in the center, just like that. I think I like these better, you guys. I'm not sure which ones you like better, but I do like those better. I do think I like that can better too. It's a little bit darker. I think it blends better because it is the actual ink that's in that paper. So that was my mistake. Sorry. Okay, guys, thanks for stopping by today. Please make sure that you hit the subscribe button. And if you hit the bell icon, it will give you a notification every time I upload videos, which is twice a week. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.